What's good, everybody? In today's video, we're going to talk about a bunch of tips, secrets, and tricks that you need to know about Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Without further ado, I want to jump straight into this. This is going to be a story, spoiler-free guide, so without further ado, you know what to do. Let's lock in. First things first, let's talk about death in this game. This is a Souls-like game. There's two types of deaths. The very first death is going to be what everybody knows. When you die in the game, your souls or red mercury in this game is going to be left behind. You're going to have to go back to where you died, whether that was a boss room or where an enemy encampment was. Go back to exactly where you died, and in that vicinity is going to be an orb. Pick up the orb, you get your red mercury back, everything is good to go. Now there's a second type of death in this game that is really interesting. Now personally, this second death is a little bit of a spoiler for me. So it's not a story spoiler, but I think it's really fun and amazing to experience this for yourself for the first time. What I'm going to do here, if you want to go ahead and skip past this and come back to this after you've experienced that type of death, then feel free to do so. I'll leave you a link right here so you can skip to the next tip. If you want to hear what I have to say about the second death and all the information you need to know about it, stay locked in right there. So I guess you're good. All right, guys, so the second type of death in this game is going to be madness. You're going to be able to see your current madness on your character right here on the character screen. It's called Inner Demon. Right now, mine is set to 0. That's because I reset it. But let me explain to you how. You're going to gain madness in many different ways. For example, if you pray at a shrine, you'll get a little bit of madness. If you use certain maddening incense, you're going to get madness. There's certain items that you can use in this game. For example, this right here, the Plume Branch, that grants 5 stacks of Skyborn Might, a very, very important resource that you're going to use to, use your skills in the game. But this also increases madness. Madness is going to be a core mechanic that increases your damage. It also increases the damage you take. So you have to be careful. It's a double-edged sword. With that being said, if you die when your inner demon is maxed out, an avatar of yourself is going to appear where your souls were dropped. That thing is going to try to kill you. It has all of your moves, your weapons, everything, and it's going to use it all against you. It's a very, very fun fight. And the first time that I experienced it, I barely beat this thing. But with that being said, you have to take this thing out in order to get your red mercury back. If you die to this thing, that's it. Your red mercury is gone forever. So be careful. That is going to be the second death in Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Now let's get into more details about madness, because after hearing that, you might not even want to deal with that mechanic and you're wondering, well, why the hell would I want madness anyway? Well, like I was saying before, if you have increased madness, you will increase your damage, but you also increase damage taken. But that's not all. If you come over here to a shrine, and you come right here to the Impetus Respiratory, there's a whole bunch of nodes or skills in this game that benefit off of high madness. For example, right over here to the left, when at 50% madness, you take greatly reduced damage when performing swift draws. Another one, while at 50% madness, you gain 1 stack of Skyborn Might upon using this ability. Even a little bit further down, while at 90% madness, the buff provided by Biding Time, a special ability in the magic tree for short sword users, will not decay below 3 stacks. Pretty amazing that it has that mechanic even there. And if you don't know what Biding Time is, it's going to be this ability right here for magic users. If you have a short sword, you definitely need this in your life. It is going to automatically give you Skyborn Might over time. You can just stand there and it just comes back to you. And you're going to need that in order to use your magical abilities. So yeah, it's a must-have resource. But now that you know about madness, let's talk about shrines. When you die, you're going to appear at the latest shrine that you prayed at, or worshipped at. You can teleport by going to these different shrines and just going right over here to teleport. You can reset the world state by just clicking up on this little infinity symbol. Something else that you can get into at shrines is going to be this right here, Tempered. At some point in the game, you're going to fight a boss that's going to give you a bone needle. I have the bone needle of flame. You're going to be able to use this with the Watcher's Gaze or a short sword and you can apply it to that if it matches perfectly. If it does, then you're going to get a special bonus ability to your weapon. For example, my weapon is already a magical weapon, but now it also has a fire affinity to it. So it has burn buildup. Pretty awesome. I love it to death. It actually did really good on one of the latest bosses at the Shoe Sanctum, I think it's called. So yeah, you might want to be interested in trying to use that. You can change your tempered status or the weapons that you're using right here at a shrine. Benediction is going to be something else that you're going to receive. While you're out in your adventures, you're going to get these little orbs. And when you get these orbs, they're going to attach to your favorite weapons. They don't attach to any weapon. They have specific weapons that they attach to. But if you have the weapon that they need to attach to, you're going to be able to get bonuses like Skyborn Might reduces damage taken for a time, or increases stamina recovery speed during Skyborn Might. Pretty awesome. Must find. Discovery and just going out there and trying to look for everything in every nook and cranny is something that you definitely want to try to do in this game. Next up, you're going to have Invoke. Invoke is a very special ability at shrines. You can pray at the shrine to gain access to valuable items. However, it's going to give you a little bit of madness. Warehouse. The warehouse is where you can deposit items or withdraw items. Usually, when you're out in the world, you're going to pick up a whole bunch of things like knives and pots and all this stuff. When you have an excess amount of these pots, they will automatically go into your warehouse. When you die or go to a shrine, they will automatically refill when you go into the Enter Dream, which resets the world state. So you never have to directly go in here to go looking for something if it's something that you've already equipped to your character. Now, speaking about equipped items, you can equip items right here on this tab down at the bottom. And this is something that you want to do outside of battle. For example, I have my mana vases, I have the fire pots, bone whistle, and temperance right here on my little quick slots. These 4 quick slots are going to be something that you can use out here on the main interface by pushing up and down on the D-pad. This is key because you're going to be able to heal yourself, you're going to be able to throw pots or use something very quickly with this quick menu slot. If you don't apply your items to these quick slots, you have to jump into your inventory and use them from this menu. Now, when you're in the pause menu, it is not pausing the game. The game around you is still active. Things can kill you. So it's very important to go ahead and apply your favorite items here so that you can use them while in battle and you don't have to open up the menu at all. Spells. You're going to receive these spells while exploring in this game, fighting different types of bosses, and this is one of my favorite spells so far. It's the only spell that I have, but the Vorpal Blade is pretty amazing for any short sword user. Transmog. You can actually change the visual appearance of any armor set in the game to look like something else, but you still can keep the benefits of that armor set. This is a amazing quality of life change that every single game in the world needs. This game has it off of launch, which is just chef kiss, and I really appreciate it. I have my Overlord's hairpin looking like something completely different because I pushed triangle and I went ahead and I switched it to have it looking like something else that I already had in my inventory. You have to have the second item in your inventory in order to change the look of it, but if you have it, you're good to go. Now let's get back to shrines. Over here to the left is going to be something called disciplines. Now, when you're in this skill tree, you're going to get to certain nodes that actually unlock a skill, and they have a special icon, so you're going to know that you unlock something. It's going to be this right here. This is a brand new skill, and once you've unlocked it, you're going to be able to apply that skill at a shrine. Right over here to the left where it says discipline, you will select whatever weapon that is, take the skill that goes to that weapon, and apply it. You're going to be switching in and out different types of skills that you have for these weapons, and yeah, pick your favorites so that you can get your build the way that you want it. That's going to be everything that you need to know about shrines. Now let's get into some different tips and tricks. There's a bunch of NPCs in this game. You do not want to ignore and or kill certain NPCs. For example, there is going to be a time where you're going to see a guy like this and he's just going to be crawling on the ground. Don't kill him. Let him live. Talk to him, And after you defeat a boss in his vicinity, he's going to say, hey, I'm going to go to the Shoe Sanctum, meet me there, and we can trade. And this guy is going to be able to unlock secret items for you if you get the item that he's looking for. It's a must do. Not only this NPC, but other NPCs as well, all have this little mechanic to them. Not everybody, but a lot of them do. For example, this guy right here, he asked me, hey, I need something for my family member. Can you go get it for me? And if you tell him yes, he'll give you a bone whistle so that he can help you in battle. So boss battles, he'll come and he'll assist you if you want him to. Also, when you receive the item that he's looking for and you give it to him, you'll get something special. So it's really, really important for you to not only be exploring every single part of the game, but talking to these NPCs, exhausting all of their dialogue so that you can get these secret interactions and special items from them. Yet another individual that is a special NPC is going to be one of the first NPCs that you meet in the game, this one-eyed man. He was over in the temple that you spawned in the game into. So if you talk to him before you left, he's going to be waiting for you at Shoe Sanctum. You can hand over something to him, which will unlock more in his inventory. And as you can see, he's unlocking different types of masks to bosses that I defeated, and or something that has to do with a certain temple or a certain person that I met. It's pretty cool. You definitely don't want to skip out on talking to these NPCs because you'll miss out on some really awesome items. Now I'm going to get into a full-blown combat guide in this game in a different video. So that's going to be all for today's tips and tricks. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Consider subbing to the channel so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and everything else that you need for Wuchang Fallen Feathers. I love this game a lot. It's a lot better than what I was giving it credit for. The more I play it, the more it opens up to me and the more I enjoy it. So yeah, it definitely did take a little bit of time to grow on me. I'll probably be dropping my impressions really soon, so if you're interested in that, stay locked in. But yeah, smash that like button for me if this video was good for you, and consider subbing so I can see you in the next video. For now, this is your boy MSensei HD. Have a wonderful day, but I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here.